All right, ladies and gentlemen, today's video, I want to talk about the top 7 neighborhoods in the city of Los Angeles. Let's see what LA's got to offer. Let's get into it. I love the stories of tourists coming to Los Angeles and ending up staying in downtown LA at the Cecil Hotel or Hollywood. Doesn't happen to everyone, ladies and gentlemen, but it happens to more people than you think. And the ones that it does happen to, unfortunately, end up being disappointed with their West Coast experience. You know, there's so much more to LA than downtown. And the beautiful thing about Los Angeles is there's something for everyone. And I think this poem encapsulates the LA vibe entirely. Take a look at this. To say I love Los Angeles is to say I love its shadows and nightlights, its meandering streets, the stench of sunset-colored beaches. It's to say I love the squawking wild parrots, the palm trees that fail to topple in robust winds, that within a half hour of LA Center, you can cavort in snow, deserts, mountains, and beaches. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a special place full of very interesting people, to say the least. So let's delve into the top 7 neighborhoods in Los Angeles. Top 7 neighborhoods from my perspective. And coming in at number 1, Pacific Palisades is a neighborhood in Los Angeles, California, with population roughly of 24,431. Pacific Palisades is in Los Angeles County and is one of the best places to live in California. Living in Pacific Palisades offers residents sparse suburban feel, and most residents own their own homes in this area. In Pacific Palisades, there's a lot of restaurants, coffee shops, and parks. Many retirees live in Pacific Palisades, and residents tend to have moderate political views. And the public schools in Pacific Palisades are rated above average. So it's somewhat removed from the action. If you want quiet and grocery store deliveries, this is the spot. Let me also say this is no particular, I'm not saying this is number 1, just my top 7. And the data with median house prices is lower on average. That does not reflect the mean selling price of the homes, which is going to be higher. And this pertains to all the areas that I'm covering in this presentation. We'll just do a top line. I don't want to dig too hard and just give you some pearls here. Number 2, Brentwood is a neighborhood in Los Angeles, California, with a population of roughly 34,445. Brentwood is in Los Angeles County and is a great place to live in California. Living in Brentwood offers residents an urban suburban mixed feel, and most residents own their own homes. In Brentwood, there are a lot of restaurants, coffee shops, and parks, and many young professionals and retirees live in Brentwood, and residents tend to have moderate political views. The public schools in Brentwood are above average. So moving on to number 3, West Hollywood is a suburb of Los Angeles with a population of roughly 36,450. Very desirable area. There's been a lot of changes. Desirable areas tend to be the northeast parts of the city, where more affordable homes are in the southeast region. Median home price in West Hollywood, roughly $1,291,225. Meaning West Hollywood's homes are more expensive than the U.S. median average, of course, of $376,286. So living in West Hollywood, it offers residents a dense urban feel. Again, most residents rent their homes. In West Hollywood, there are a lot of bars, restaurants, coffee shops, parks. It's in the action. There was a lot of migration from residents back in the day when I first moved there to Palm Springs. And Long Beach. So a lot of young professionals, West Hollywood, couples, residents tend to be liberal. The public schools in West Hollywood are above average. And number 4, Encino. Encino is a neighborhood in Los Angeles, California with a population of roughly 52,141. Encino is in Los Angeles County and is one of the best places to live in California. And from all the rankings, living in Encino offers residents an urban feel, and most residents own their own homes in Encino. And, Encino has a lot of restaurants, coffee shops, parks, and Encino's coveted Rancho Estates is a spectacular area. My business partner is currently in the process of building 2 mega mansions in the Encino area, the size of football field lots. Absolutely stunning. You get bigger lots in Encino, let's say, compared to Studio City. Many young professionals and retirees live in Encino, and residents tend to have moderate political views. And the public schools in Encino are above average. So overall, when we look holistically, overall the Valley is making a comeback. It's becoming more desirable for West Side folks, especially during COVID. More lot space in the Valley, better overall value. I'm a big fan of Studio City as well. The beginning of the Valley, I like to say. It's not part of the Valley. Studio City, Sherman Oaks, not part of the Valley. Just kidding. But it's very central location. Freeway access is fantastic. You can get over the hill to Beverly Hills easily, and top shelf restaurants on Ventura Boulevard. I'm a big fan of the Valley overall. So coming in at number 5, Beverly Hills. Of course, Beverly Hills is going to be on the list. It's a suburb of Los Angeles with a population of 34,186. Home to the rich and famous. Many celebrities and foreigners and Hollywood stars reside in the neighborhoods of Beverly Hills. It's in Los Angeles County and is one of the best places to live in California from all the rankings. Living in Beverly Hills offers residents same deal, urban, suburban mixed feel. Most residents own their own homes, and in Beverly Hills there are a lot of bars, restaurants, coffee shops, easy going from your home to the action. Many young professionals and retirees live in Beverly Hills, and residents tend to be of the liberal bent, and the public schools in Beverly Hills are highly rated. So the typical home values, Beverly Hills, selling about 3.886498. The value is seasonally adjusted, only includes to the middle price tier homes. So Beverly Hills homes values have gone up almost 7% over the past year. So if you got in early, you're sitting pretty. So found in the foothills of the Santa Monica Mountains and only 12 miles from the lovely downtown Los Angeles lies the glamorous and lavish residential neighborhood of Bel Air. Named the richest neighborhood in Los Angeles, Bel Air has the highest median income out of the whole city. Bel Air is a neighborhood in Los Angeles, California with a population of only 7,083. Bel Air is in Los Angeles County as one of the best places, if not number 1 place to live in California. Living in Bel Air offers residents a, suburban feel, and most residents own their own home. You go to the Bel Air Hotel, conduct your business meetings, and have a delicious salad while you do that. So in Bel Air, there are a lot of restaurants, coffee shops, and parks. Many retirees live in Bel Air, and residents tend to have the moderate political views. The public schools in Bel Air are above average. So coming in at number 7, Hidden Hills. Hidden Hills is a city and gated community in the San Fernando Valley region of Los Angeles County, California. It is located next to the city of Calabasas. Hidden Hills is a suburb of Los Angeles with a population of roughly 1,751. Hidden Hills is in Los Angeles County and is one of the best places to live in California. Living in Hidden Hills offers the residents the real rural feel, and most residents own their own homes. And, there's a lot of parks, and residents of Hidden Hills tend to have moderate political views. The public schools in Hidden Hills are highly rated, and Hidden Hills is truly a special place to live. Right now, more than ever, people want privacy and safety. Dual access gates to the residents to get out, and safety is more important now than ever, and Hidden Hills offers guard-gated properties with privacy. And that's coveted right now, guard gated, dual exits in your driveway, nice ground space. So Hidden Hills, great area. So 2 honorable mentions. Number 1, Malibu, of course. This is an easy one to pick. It's God's country, beautiful mountains and water views, somewhat removed from everything else, but it's an honorable mention. Can't go wrong with Malibu. Number 2, Bixby Knolls. It's a very liberal neighborhood in Long Beach. 60% lower crime than the rest of Long Beach. This is an attractive area to the wealthy families, individuals looking to get away from the big city. My mentor, never heard of this area, lives in this area. It's in this Virginia Country Club, 20 blocks from the beach. I think there's strong ROI in Long Beach. I invested in Long Beach. But when we talk about Bixby Knolls, 20 blocks from the beach, Belmont Shore, Naples on the canals, just beautiful, gorgeous areas. Bixby Knolls rated one of the 7 best neighborhoods to walk around in the entire Los Angeles area. Top 7 neighborhoods to walk with your family and neighborhood. It's a different world. Like anything in LA, you could be driving down the street, unfortunately see a bunch of homeless, and all of a sudden you go 10 blocks in and it's a different world. That has its pluses and negatives, but that's what's beautiful about Los Angeles is the pockets. There's so many different pockets to LA that I think make it a special place. Every major city center is having problems right now in the United States. The politicians need to get their act together and start working on these problems because, you know, it's getting a little like the Wild Wild West out there. And, you know, we need to take care of our neighborhoods and more community watch groups. People need to get actively involved with their city councils. I'm trying to get more involved. Like I said in the last video, I've just got bogged down with some work stuff. But I think it's important to get involved in your communities because the crime issue and the smash and grabs is a serious concern right now. And we all need to get involved in that in our communities and work together. But top 7, it's not going to satisfy everyone. But when I look at all the migration patterns and what's selling, what's not selling, and where values are going up, ROI, I think you can't go wrong with these 7 neighborhoods and honorable mentions. Take care. Have a great rest of your week.